Hello, y'all. This is part two. I was forced to do a part two because um I got interrupted. So I'm still feeling sleep deprived and very tired, and I'm sorry. I feel I'm so slow. Those are some gang stalking perps over there, dressed skank and talking loud and talking about the guys in that group is talking about females licking his balls and stuff, being immature. But they came out of a car. Yeah, the foster mom talking about only mature people with sense drive, and that I'm not mature enough, and that I have no business driving, I don't have the sense or the mentality to drive. Um, so I feel so much pressure on my heart. My heart feels so heavy right now. And so forgive me if I'm slow. Um and it's like I was trying to say that as of now I don't have a place where I can really take a shower or anything like that. Um I'm undecided. I still just don't know what to do yet. People were saying it. If I have a vehicle, I can live on BLM land for free but I have to leave every 2 weeks. But you know, people have a problem with me asking for donations enough to get a vehicle. Um, it's like I don't see why you would be truly. That's that gang stalker again. I don't see why a person would be truly targeted and have a problem with somebody else trying to better their lives. Um, if it weren't for my sleep deprivation, I could have had so much more in my life to be accomplished. But then again, even if I'm not sleep deprived, the gang stalkers will find whatever they can to sabotage or try to stop you from doing what you're doing and getting ahead. I'm, I'm not just an idle beggar, and I don't like to be an idle beggar. I've tried to do things on my own and was blocked from everything. You know, I in New Orleans, they made it like as if I'm not allowed to run my business. Run any business at all. And they make it like only special people who've been running a business for over 30 years to sell stuff on Canal Street, and like Canal Street or the French Quarter. I wish I would have known back in 2004 that anybody can just sell anything, you know. But nowadays, you have to have a license, and they try to make it like the government want their cut too. Well, it's not theirs to begin with. The government is stealing our money, our entitlement, and making it like it belongs to them. And then everybody who worship the government, you know, but the government, they gained the world, they gained the whole world and lost their soul, and that's why they illegally own everything that belongs to us. I guess my bag belongs to the government. This shirt belongs to, well, shucks, our bodies seem like it belongs to the government, since we're not allowed to control what we do with our own bodies. With the forced mask wearing and everything, we don't have a right to refuse a vaccine and stuff. And it's like we're not allowed to fight for our rights to our shit, you know. But anyway, I don't even think I have enough money or am able to I guess I have more belongings in my storage unit that I need, that I thought, more than I thought, you know. Um, and narcissistic people aggressively demand an answer for what's in my storage unit. None of your fucking business. Because if you had a storage unit, it would be none of my business what you have in your storage unit. So don't you ask me, you know, what I have in my storage unit and act like as if all of my belongings, belong to you. You don't pay not a penny on my storage unit. But you act like you think you own everything of my body and my mind and everything, I feel a few little sprinkles. So I don't know if I'm, able to leave Pensacola. Well, two reasons. One, the forced mask wearing. Number two, Alex is the reason why. But other than that, I don't like the people here, but I love the food here and I love the beach. And I don't care who gets fucking mad at because I like the beach. You know, see those perps over there talking loud. They shouting at me. They looked over here and shouted at me. But it's all right though. And I'm tired of people being like, oh, well, the more you keep paying attention to the perps, the more they harass you, and they have that right. Fuck you for saying that. It's like you siding with them. Stop freaking telling me that. That's not supportive. That's kicking me down even harder. You're sounding insensitive and judgmental by saying that. Let me just freaking express myself. But some people, they don't care. They're gonna try to say what they want anyway. Well, I should have a right to say what the fuck I want to. People who literally think that they should control what and how I tweet on Twitter and control what my YouTube videos should be about. Like, if I try to be positive and post videos about something small in nature, you give me a whole bunch of thumbs down because you think that every video has to be related to my targeting, but then you give me a thumbs down for talking about my targeting. I try to be freaking positive, but narcissistic abusers, they hate you whether you try to do good or not, or whether you try to say something good or not. And then they have their mind made up that you can't change their mind, that they feel like you're negative because they're just projecting their opinion onto you. I had some other stuff to talk about that was a continuation from the other video, but I pretty much forgot. Somebody said that there was a place for me to go in a hotel or whatever in Shreveport. That's $500 a month, Shreveport, Louisiana. But it sounds like heavy gang stalking and, loud, drug activity. If something's $500 a month, whether it be an apartment or a hotel, and then, she tried to make it like, oh, well, you can just get the place cleaned up. It'll be fine. But I heard that a lot of people say that place has a lot of bed bugs. So I read the reviews and she's like, don't pay attention to the reviews. And I don't know if she's a fake T.I. Purple or if she's real, but I didn't see anything about them saying that it's $500 a month. But I've heard people say I saw it says $35 a night, one of those $35 hotels, and I heard bad reviews about the manager enough to make me not want to stay there. So I think the best thing for me is me, if I can get my sleep straight, me continuing to do my writing. I'm not an idle beggar. I wish I would have, every time I try to do something productive or on my own, I prefer to be independent, but every time I try to do something on my own, it gets sabotaged. So I really hate the idea of other professed targeted individuals because they're the popular fakes that's driving around in possession of you own 2 to 4 vehicles like a perp and living in a nice house and own boats and have your cars customized and modified like that bitch that just in the BMW that just drove down there. And then you frown upon me, for asking just for the basics of help with survival. I mean, the fact that another woman does not care about me being on the streets and think I deserve to be raped. And that's my fault and my problem that I'm not a victim, but you don't want me to try to get comfortable. You know, I said that from my traumatic experiences. I'm scared to sign apartment leases anymore, and thought that the cab driving job would save me from save me and help keep me afloat, and I won't have to be homeless. But they sabotaged my sleep, and they set it up to where I couldn't even stay a cab driver. That's another video to talk about. But I've decided that I don't want to be a cab driver anyway, because I don't want to be cleaning the car after every ride and being forced to. I don't want any job nowadays, because any employment job wants you to be forced to wear a mask for several hours a day. I can't even handle 30 seconds of a mask. So, like, it's like trying to force you to suffocate yourself. Um, yeah, she just gave me a threatening look in that car right there, the blue car. Um, so they had that black man in the red car with the funny headlights, the Toyota Solara. He was trying to harass me today. I'm pretty much like, leave me alone. Well, he left me alone, but he drive by with a creepy, deceitful looking smile on his face. I mean, I felt bad. He pretended to fake like he wanted to help me out my homeless situation. And so I was really confused that you driving around in a one headlight or funny headlights in a red vehicle. And here's a Virginia license plate vehicle right here. That Jeep. And so, yeah, the gang stalking perps like to go through what that Jeep just went right there. So, I mean, a lot of these men act like as if they want to try to force me to wear a dirty mask. Like, I never got to tell the story that at least about 3 weeks ago. And see these loud vehicles disturbing me on purpose. I only got 2 more minutes left for this video. And they just freaking showing off. They need their vehicles confiscated. See, there they go, gang stalking again. With the Virginia license plate. Bitch, I got you on film. Yeah, I mean, that's what the kind of stuff they do. Just make a big circle right there. I know you're a gang stalker. But I couldn't get the license plate, but that's a Virginia license plate. So these men, 2 men in a light bluish green kind of Honda SUV. A couple of weeks ago, they wanted me to offered me a ride, and it was super hot that day, and I declined the ride. Well, I started to get in the car, but then the man gave me a super dirty mask. The one who was driving gave me a super dirty mask, and tried to force me to wear it. And well, I think I remember they didn't have one on, but tried to force me to wear it. And then I switched my mind, like, never mind. And the mask was very dirty and used, and they tried to force me to wear it. And then the man called me a fat bitch or something like that when I refused to accept their ride and refused to wear a mask. And then that man who falsely accused me over there of you see that vacant place over there, he falsely accused me of stealing electricity. He tried to do the same thing, try to pick up a dirty mask off the ground and try to force me to wear it when he had on no mask, and then try to bully, harass, and lecture me, telling me how I deserve to get arrested and I'm going to get put in jail for not wearing a mask. But he wasn't wearing one at that same time. Fucking hypocritical. The main people who want to enforce a mask that's how you know they're gang stalking first. Like the white girl at the mall let the white boy get ice cream with no mask, but then I saw her do it to a black girl And so I figured she would that I thought the lady was just a perp, but I figured she was a racist that did that. So I'm gonna try to report her at the Snow Dash place in Pensacola. I mean at the Cordova Mall that she only forces black people to wear a mask and not white people. That I saw she didn't make the white boys. A few white boys she didn't make them wear a mask. So my time's just about up. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.